That saw just ripped through insulation like it was warm butter. Stick around because there's a cordless tool coming up that slices sheet steel like paper and a torch small enough to live in your pocket. These are 16 tools on Amazon that actually made me stop and go, wait, that exists? Some are pure genius. One's just brute muscle. And if you love clever tools, hit subscribe. I drop new finds every single week. All right, let's get into it. First up, the tool that made the thumbnail. This cordless metal shear cuts sheet steel like you're running scissors through paper. No sparks, no jagged edge, no ear-splitting grinder scream. That head pivots a full 360, so you can follow a curve or carve a straight line clean. It runs on DeWalt 20-volt batteries you've probably already got. The catch? It's tool-only, so no battery in the box. But for ductwork, roofing, and scrap metal, this thing is stupidly satisfying. Next, a soldering iron that ditched the cord and the wall outlet completely. The Berkling runs on butane, and it's actually 3 tools in one. Pop the tip off, it's a mini torch. Pop on the blower, it's a heat gun. Click the button, it self-ignites, no lighter needed. You get about 90 minutes off one fill, and the flame's fully adjustable. Honest con, you're refilling butane instead of charging. But for car wiring and repairs away from an outlet, total freedom. If shears aren't your thing, meet the Nibbler. This little beast chews through 16-gauge steel, leaving a clean edge and 0 warping. The die holder spins a full 360, so you steer it around tight, curves a shear can't touch. Brushless motor, 3 speeds, and it clips onto the same 20-volt batteries. The downside? It spits out a trail of tiny metal crescents you'll be sweeping up after. But for cutting shapes out of sheet metal, honestly, nothing's cleaner. Ever try cutting rope with scissors and end up with a frayed mess? This cordless hot knife melts straight through it. Rope, webbing, leather, thick fabric. It slices and seals the edge in one pass, so nothing unravels. It's 18 volts, the battery's actually in the box, and there's air cooling so the handle stays comfortable. Gun? It melts synthetics, so there's a faint smell. But for crafters, upholstery, and climbers, it's weirdly addictive to use. A corded heat gun chains you to the wall. This LIVOWALNY one doesn't. It's fully cordless, running on Milwaukee 18-volt batteries, and it climbs past 1100 degrees. There's a real LCD screen, so you dial the exact temperature, plus a kit of nozzles for shrink tubing, wraps, and stubborn stickers. The honest con? It's tool only, and it wants Milwaukee packs specifically. But if you're already in that battery world, a heat gun with no cord is a total game changer. This one's for the electronics tinkerers. The FNIRSI is a cordless soldering iron with a tiny color screen right on top, showing your exact temperature and battery in real time. It heats up in about 3 seconds, climbs past 800 degrees, and there's a smart sleep mode that cools it when you set it down. It runs off a swappable USB-C battery. Gun? It's built for fine circuit board work, not heavy gauge stuff, but for repairs at the kitchen table, it's brilliant. Cutting trim with a power saw is loud, dusty, and honestly a little scary. These miter shears do it with one quiet squeeze. Dial the angle anywhere from 45 to 135, line it up, and cut a perfect corner in soft wood, PVC, or molding. It comes with 10 spare blades, and there's a safety lock, so it travels safe. The catch? It's for soft materials, not hardwood or metal. But for quarter round and trim work, it's shockingly clean. Not every job needs a giant heat gun. This SEEKONE mini fits right in your palm. 2 temperatures, 500 or 840 degrees. Perfect for vinyl wraps, shrink tubing, and craft work. Watch it dry watercolor, melt wax for seals, or peel a stubborn label clean off. It's precise enough you won't scorch what's underneath. Honest con, it's corded and it's small, so it's not stripping paint off a house. But for hobbies and detail work, it's exactly the right size. Ever needed strong threads in metal that's too thin to tap? That's what rivet nuts are for, and this 400-piece kit sets them in seconds. Squeeze the handles, and it locks a threaded insert right into sheet metal, giving you a rock-solid bolt hole where there was nothing. It covers everything from M3 all the way up to M8. The con? It's arm-powered, so there's a bit of a knack to it. But for auto panels, furniture, and marine work, it's the fix the pros reach for. That's the blade from the intro. It's an insulation knife, 11 inches of serrated stainless steel that saws through mineral wool like it's nothing. Both edges cut, so you can push or pull, and it drops cleanly into its own sheath when you're done. People also swear by it for slicing sod and roots out in the garden. The obvious con? It's a big, sharp blade, so respect it. But for insulation and yard work, one clean pass beats hacking away all day. Here's a 2-in-1 that saves you buying 2 separate tools. The LIBRATON is a rivet gun and a rivet nut setter in one folding body. Swap the head, and it goes from popping regular rivets to setting threaded nuts. It ships with 11 mandrels, 5 nose pieces, and a big bag of rivets and nuts to get you started. The catch? You do swap parts to change modes, so it's not instant. But for a garage that does a bit of everything, it's a smart, compact buy. If you've ever hacked at foam with a box cutter, you'll love this. The WINONS hot knife slices through styrofoam and packing foam with a hot blade and basically zero crumbs. There's a number dial for the exact temperature, an air cooling system so it runs longer, and it comes as a 5-piece kit. Gun? It's really built for foam, not much else. But for cosplay, models, insulation, and packaging inserts, it turns a messy, crumbly job into a clean, precise one. Over-tighten a bolt on a modern bike, and you can crack a $200 part. This Mark torque wrench stops that cold. Dial in 4, 5, or 6 Newton meters, and it clicks the instant you hit the number, so you physically can't over-tighten. The hex and Torx bits store right inside the handle for seat posts, stems, and brakes. Gun? It's tuned for bike-level torque, so it's not for lug nuts. But for anyone with a nice bike, it's cheap insurance. Breaking down cardboard boxes by hand is a wrist workout nobody asked for. These little electric scissors do it for you. One press, and they glide through cardboard, carpet, plastic, and heavy fabric in a straight, effortless line. They're USB rechargeable, light enough for anyone to hold, and the blade pops right out to swap. The con? At 4 volts, this is light duty, not an all-day industrial tool. But for craft rooms, movers, and anyone with a recycling pile, it's a tiny lifesaver. Tired of a tangled extension cord snaking across your garage floor? Mount this. The DEWENWILS reel holds 30 feet of cord and retracts it with a quick tug when you're done. It swivels 180 on the bracket to follow you around the shop, has 3 outlets on the end, and a built-in 10-amp breaker for safety. The honest con? You got to mount it, and 10 amps means it's for tools, not a welder. But for a clean, cord-free garage, it's so worth it. And finishing strong, the tool your knees are going to thank you for. This M-Auto Creeper is a padded rolling seat that glides on 360-degree casters, so you scoot around a job without ever kneeling on cold concrete. There's a built-in tray to keep your bolts and sockets from wandering off. Gun? Those casters want a smooth floor, so gravel's a no. But for car work, tiling, gardening, any low job, Once you roll around on one of these, you're never going back. And that's 16 tools worth clearing a shelf for. Every single one is linked down in the description. If I had to grab just two, the Cordless Metal Shear because cutting steel that easily never gets old, and the Berkling Butane Iron because losing the cord changes everything. Tell me which one you'd grab first down in the comments. I drop new tool finds every week, so hit subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.